What has been one of the lowest moments while traveling that you just like felt like you just want to give up, like it was got difficult?
Oh man, I would say even on this trip, man, on this trip, because sometimes money ain't always there like you want it to be. We're not getting paid the same like we used to. Like you know what I mean? Like I said, like on a bad month, 3,000, easy. On a bad month, but not no
Mm.
more. Like it's tough for YouTubers right now. Like so when you see people like Ace Live doing them videos and he talking about the struggles of YouTube, he's not joking. Like it's dead truth. You can look at all our views. Everybody's views are down,
I've been
like
looking at the
way
views.
down,
That's why I
way
said
down.
I got to do something different, man. Like, like I definitely seen people views and I seen Ace Live complain about like how like black creators ain't getting the views and the views are just like it's like you first drop the video, it usually do like 20,000 and then there's like 5,000. Like you looking at it like, man, this ain't it. So with the views going down, like what would your plans be for like retirement? Because you can't like work forever. You do the seafood process. That's hard work. You say. So what would you do like if YouTube and like working like something was to happen?
I have a 401k, but I'ma still work. American people, I love these type of questions. People talk for other people. You can, as long as you keep yourself healthy, you can work. If I get sick, I have insurance. I'll figure it out. Like you know what I mean. But to me, I'm not retiring. I'm gonna keep working. If
Mm-hmm.
it's doing YouTube, if it's doing something else, I'm not. When I get 65, I'm not gonna just collect some Social Security check and call it a life and just sit in my house. Say I made it. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna find things to do. We in this age now with computers, you can just sit on a computer and get a computer job that doesn't take no physical, you know what I mean? That you're not physically lifting anything. And even when I worked in Alaska, this last go around that I went in Alaska, I had a desk job. In the beginning, I worked like 2 or 3 months, and then they was like, all right, man, this guy seemed a little different. And then they gave me this desk job, and I did that for like the last 2 or 3 months. So if I went back to Alaska, I wouldn't be lifting nothing no more. I'd be like on a computer and counting and putting stuff together. I had a good job there.
Have you ever visited a country like, man, I ain't never going back here. It was that bad. Besides Haiti, I know Haiti.
No, Haiti. I'm gonna keep going back because I got family there and
Mhm.
everything. Guatemala didn't seem too cool to me. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back to give it another try, but I had like a bad experience there. You can Google it, Philly Dom in Guatemala. I talked about it. The people just wasn't friendly. I was in the capital city.
Okay. What's a fear that all the travelers have, like, like leaving America, like they think it's expensive? Like, what would be a fear mongering thing that like people like to keep them from traveling?
They worry about if their money run out or if they, have a job and they get fired on the road and stuff like that. That's the fear that you have. That's why you got to have a little bunker of money to the side somewhere, or you got to have other stuff going on for you, other hustles going on for you, so you don't depend on one thing. You got to have multiple streams.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
So,
preach that now. Before, a couple years ago, when you was making $6,000, $7,000 a month, and I was on the low end, you were surviving. But now, yeah, you got to have multiple streams. You got to definitely have multiple streams of income. They got to have
so,
money stacked somewhere for a rainy day.
so you think travel or YouTube like content is profitable still, being that like the decline of it? Like, you think it's still like worth doing?
It's still worth doing, but you got to be creative. You got to be like the white boys. And what I mean by being like the white boys is you got to travel to other countries. All the black YouTubers, they think this is all they do. And they can get mad at me if they want to.
Get to it.
Brazil, Thailand, Kenya, Dominican Republic, and Colombia. They think they're a YouTuber if they go to them 5 places. You ain't no YouTuber if that's the countries you hover around all the time, you ain't no YouTuber.
Exactly.
The white boys go everywhere. Asian boys go everywhere. The Latin boys go everywhere. That's what they hover around. Either they in Kenya, Brazil, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Thailand. They think they're a YouTuber. You're not no YouTuber if you go to them places. You just opening your camera and recording.
I feel that too, though. I feel like that's all they do. So I try not to watch that. They be
So it's
really
gonna
big on the
overshadow.
manga spaces. They just do the
Yeah.
manga traveling and stuff, and it make the black people really look bad.
They
Like
make us
when it
look
comes to
bad.
traveling, because that's all they doing, like getting them on camera, like sit down with them and just like that's not really content. That's just like you just with a girl. Like that's all you really doing.
And
Speaking of
it's
girls,
not like a girl. It ain't like I'm not hating on them because I go to them places too. It ain't even like it's their girlfriend. It's a girl that they like rented out to hang out with.
exactly.
You know what I mean? And then they'll do these videos with them, and then it be these naive guys back home in the States and Canada and Europe thinking oh man, I could go there and get a girl, and then they find out when they go down there, this dude was with a prostitute.
Hey, that's exactly right, man. That's exactly right. So do you feel like the people get on YouTube and put a persona out like they go here like you guys should come here? Look, they got them here. Like they putting on a show. Like how do you feel about that? Because that's exactly what they're doing.
Some put on a show, others don't. Some of them try to keep it real. You got people like Austin. I mean, people can say whatever they want about Austin Holland. He be keeping it real. He tell you the real deal. He always say, "I'm your favorite YouTuber, the only one that don't lie to you." He killing me say that.
Man, I had him on the show, boy. They really got a thing for Austin, man. Like, that I told him this in the interview. I'm like, do you actually feel like, when y'all go to these countries, like you voice your opinion on how you feel about the country and it's just backlash, but people can come to America and just say how they want to say about it and it don't be no backlash and all that. Like you say, like, hey, this food suck here. Go back. It's just an outrage of anything that we say in these countries and stuff. So do you feel like when you do your videos, when you editing them and stuff, like I gotta watch what I put out, or you just keep it raw and unfiltered?
I try to keep it raw, but some stuff I do leave out. But I mean, people got to be logical thinkers. Like anywhere you go, like that's what I hate when these guys travel to these countries and every food they eat is good on camera. In the States, when you in the States or Canada or UK or wherever you from, every restaurant ain't good. But when they in these countries, they in Vietnam, they in Thailand, this is the best soup ever. That irritates me to death now. It's played out. It's played out. Every food is not the best. Let's not play them games.
That's not real. Like I hate content creators do that. Like you said, like they got a food channel, like everything is good. Like, nah, man, I want to see you. Like I almost said a pause, like just throw it up, man. Like give us the real. Like you eat that stuff, man. Like I don't
tell
like
me tell me where not to eat at. How about you tell me where not to eat at when I go to these countries? How about that?
Exactly. So what country you been to that just feel like just very good for black people as far as like being in America that has like racism? What country that just like you feel like any black person can just be here besides, I hear you talk a lot about the Asia side of town, of the world. So what other country that you think is like safe for black Americans where you don't got to experience racism?
Man, I'm gonna be real with you, man. See, and it sounds like I'm capping because I'm in Singapore now. I don't really feel racism in Singapore. Like anytime an Asian man and Asian woman let you into their house and let you record and take you out and eat with you or drink with you, you know what I mean? That means they got love for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I haven't experienced that really only in Brazil. And Brazil is a racist country. I'm not talking bad about Brazil. Any Brazilian, any black Brazilian, you could ask them. They'll tell you exactly what I'm telling you. I'm trying to think what country, but Singapore, I feel really good. Like when I'm walking down the street and I'm moving around, I don't feel like they judging me because I'm black. But you don't really see black people there either. They don't even have Africans there. It's so strict to get into that country. So I guess it eliminates a lot of the riffraff. But everybody treats me A1A there. And Malaysia was like the same way. They treat me A1A there too. I didn't feel like the racism there either. Thailand, you can feel it a little bit. You can feel the racism in Thailand. Vietnam, you can feel it a little bit. Cambodia, I didn't feel no racism there. It was just, I think Cambodia is just like untainted. It's like not tainted yet because, they surrounded by Thailand to the left and then Vietnam to the right. And that's where all the traffic goes. So when you go to Cambodia, it's like a breath of fresh air.
Into the channel, the rhythm is true. Hit the screen, join the flight. Come along.